How are we doing, guys? Always TV, Barnsley 0, Leeds 2, back to winning ways after the international break. Absolutely crucial. We got that win today. And yeah, it's a fantastic win, isn't it, at the end of the day? I think a lot of teams are going to struggle at Oakwell this season. Let's not forget that. This is a review of the game. A lot of teams are going to struggle at Oakwell this season. We're always seeing Fulham struggle there and Charlton struggle there. Two teams that are at the top end of the table so far. And yeah, I think it was a struggle at times today. Let's be honest, it was a tough game today. But that game, for me, shows the difference between this season and last season. Now, I don't think that's a game we would have won last season, particularly the second half of last season. It was very reminiscent of a lot of games we had in that second half of last season. You look at QPR away, Birmingham away, Brentford away, all games where the balance of play was even. I felt that the balance of play was even today. Very, very even. Both teams had plenty of chances. Very similar kind of pattern to both those games. But today, we held firm defensively and we took our chances going forward. I think that's something that wouldn't have happened last season. Definitely not. So many times last season we saw games like that where it was even and we just didn't get them. We didn't take our chances. The other team did. We lost the game 1-0 in the QPR and Birmingham instances. Lost the game 2-0 in the Brentford instances. Very similar kind of pattern of game. We didn't have it all our own way at all. I felt, to be honest with you, I thought Barnsley, in terms of opposition teams who played this season, by far the best performance I think against us. They really weren't happy to sit back against us. They really wanted to force the game on us. They really wanted to create chances. They had a lot of chances today, Barnsley. We had to see Kiko's probably made more saves today than he has all season combined, to be honest. It was absolutely, okay, there were probably mostly routine saves, but again, he's had those saves to make. It shows Barnsley have had that attacking intent from the first minute. But let's be honest, guys, it was a good performance off ourselves as well. It wasn't entirely a perfect performance, but we created a lot of chances today. We have created a lot of chances today, even in the first half where I didn't think we were anywhere near at our usual levels. We still have 3 good chances. Had that Patrick Bamford chance in the first 3 minutes. Again, I think Patrick Bamford should probably do a bit better there. He's on his favourite foot. He's got a nice little angle to curl it into the left-hand corner. He didn't really force the keeper into a really dramatic save. It was straight at the keeper, really. It was mostly quite a routine save, really. I thought Patrick Bamford probably could have done a little bit better there, but he did well to get in that position. It was a great pass from Calvin Phillips, looking at the positive side of it. And then Jack Harrison picked out Pablo Hernandez. Pablo, very uncharacteristic, skied it over the bar. Very high and wide, really, to be honest. And then the other chance again fell to Jack Harrison on the back post, flicked on from the corner, and it's one you expect Jack Harrison to take. He hit the post, but it's on his strong foot. It's an open goal. He should be taking that, really. I know it's flied at him, may have been a little bit harsh there, but it was a good chance to me. And that's, we go in at half time and you think we've had some good chances there, but Barnsley have as well. I don't know how it's 0-0 at half time. Generally don't know how it's 0-0 at half time. I don't know how Barnsley haven't scored, to be honest, in the game. And do I think we deserve to win this game today? Being brutally honest, no. I don't think we did deserve to win this game today. I thought it was a very, very even game. A fantastic game, really. A fantastic game to watch. A really good advert for the Championship, really. Good Yorkshire derby. Both teams going for the game. Both teams wanting to win the game, score goals, create opportunities. And yeah, I thought it was a great game. I think Malik Wilkes, I have to say, really stood out for Barnsley. I thought he caused us a lot of problems going forward, particularly Alioski and Cooper. He was cutting in from that right side, on the inside, and really getting at Cooper whenever he could. Obviously Cooper has a little bit less pace than Alioski. He was trying to get one-on-one against him, and I thought he played really well, Wilkes. Okay, his end product probably wasn't his absolute best, but he created a lot of opportunities, created a lot of space, and really did put us on the back foot from time to time. But yeah, we had chances as well. I think, to be honest with you, it should have been a score draw really today. But look, at the end of the day, I'm not fussed at all. We're not going to play well every game. I've said that at the start of the review. Last season we had games like this and we lost them, and we didn't deserve to lose them. This season, when we have games like that, we can't quite get the control in the field. We can't quite dominate the football match. Can't dominate possession. Okay, we dominate possession, but I mean in terms of possession in dangerous areas. We're having teams having shots at us. We're under periods of pressure. We've got to make sure we win those games, because let's be honest, we are going to have games like this season. It's a 46-game season. We're going to have to cope with that, and we're going to have to win those games. And that's a massive for me that we've won that game today. It's a little bit like Wigan at the start of the season. We weren't anywhere near at our best, but we won the game, and that's crucial, particularly away from home. Sometimes you have to be really, really clinical away from home and really keep things really tight. And that's I think we managed to do that. For most of the game. I think in terms of individual performances, I thought Matej's Klich was absolutely superb today. Not just because of the goal. I thought he was absolutely at his best. Definitely the best passer of the ball on the pitch by a mile. He's probably the only player who could pass the ball at times on the pitch, to be honest. And I thought every time he got the ball, he made things happen. He got us a foothold in the game. I thought we probably won this game mainly because of Matej's Klich getting on that ball and starting to force Barnsley back. I think in the press, he was the only player who felt looked seriously comfortable against the press. Barnsley players were pressing at him. He was comfortable. He's always one touch, two touch. Always buys himself space with the touch he takes on the ball. And I thought Matej Klich absolutely 100% was back to his best today. And for me, shows why he is the best all-round midfielder in this league for me. You know, the best all-round centre midfielder who score goals, tackle, defend, get on the ball, create chances. He does it all, and he's absolutely critical to this team. You know, he's had a lot of criticism at the start of the season. He hasn't started the season particularly well by his standards, but he is absolutely crucial. He's absolutely crucial. If we're going to be successful this season, it's going to be down to Matej Klich and other individual players, you know, doing their bit as well. And yeah, I think his penalty as well just shows why wasn't he on penalties last season. Maybe if he was on penalties last season, it could have been a different story. But look, at the end of the day, it's good that we've still got Matej Klich. Just please, please, please sign him to a new contract. Please get that new contract sorted out, and then I think everyone can relax then. You know, so we've got KP signed up, Liam Cooper, Stuart Dallas. Let's just get Matej Klich signed up. Just offer him whatever he wants. He's worth it. He is just worth it. Let's be honest, he is absolutely 100% worth it. Like KP, just honestly, he's absolutely crucial we get him signed up on a new deal. But yeah, I mean, obviously Jamie Shackleton came in today as well. I think it was a bit more difficult for Jamie Shackleton. Obviously, he's only his first game of the season in the league at centre midfield. He didn't play many games last season at centre midfield either. I think obviously he's got less time and space on the ball, and it's a tough adjustment to make, especially coming to this team. The demand we have put on the midfielders, you know, to press the ball, what to do with the ball when they get it. It's a tough adjustment. I think he was tenacious enough. He battles well. He pressed well. Sometimes he was really good running with the ball too. But I think he's going to need more games, I think, to settle in that position for me. In terms of other things to sort of talk about, I think obviously Jack Harrison came off at half time, which I think was the right decision. It wasn't happening for Jack Harrison. I think it was a lot like probably his poorest game of the season so far for us. You know, I think obviously, you know, he sort of looks a lot like sort of the Jack Harrison of last season, to be honest. You know, always looking to take his man on the outside when there was opportunities to go inside or get to the byline and cut back. I just felt I was a little bit frustrated. That left hand side didn't really do enough. But then second half, when Helder Costa came on, I thought we looked a lot more lively on that left hand side. I think it obviously Helder Costa faded a little bit. But again, I think maybe as well, Helder Costa was a little bit harshly adjudged on a offside decision. Whether it was offside or not, I don't know. It may well have been offside. I've not seen it back. I apologise, guys. If any Barnsley fans watching this, I've not seen it back. But yeah, we've been given one hell of a test today. We're given one hell of a test today. You know, it has been a real battle. You know, I think, you know, probably going forward, I don't know how they haven't scored, to be honest. But look, at the end of the day, the main thing is they haven't scored, and we have to be positive about that. Kiko stepped up when he's had to. He's made some good saves today, and yeah, all very positive for me. I think the good thing is we're creating chances. The other good thing is the players that have come off the bench have made an impact on the game. Eddie Nketiah, Helder Costa, Eddie again. I thought Patrick Bamford, he's had a little bit of criticism, but I thought he played well today. I have to be honest, he had chances. He should have scored today. Let's make no mistake about it. He should have scored today, but he was crucial at times in this game. You know, I think sort of the first 70 minutes, he held the ball up really well, did a lot of the other things well. Just sometimes I think, yeah, okay, he's not the best finisher in the league. We've all admitted that, but he gets himself into those positions. That has to be the positive. He gets himself into those positions. He will score goals. He will score goals because he does that. Simple as that. He's not as good a finisher as Eddie Nketiah. There's no question about that, but he gets into those positions, so he will score goals. Whether it's Bamford or Nketiah, I don't know. All I do know is that okay, you could say start Nketiah, but Nketiah's having an impact on the bench. Maybe that's more suited to Nketiah. Does he have the fitness to start games for us at this level so far? I don't know. It's all just potential reasons why Bamford started every game so far rather than Nketiah. You know, we have to think about these kind of things. It's a big demand being a striker in this team. You know, you can't just be scoring goals. You've got to do other parts of the game as well. You've got to be starting that press at times. And yeah, whether it means Nketiah comes in against Derby, I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm not bothered who starts, because both are going to bring something to this team. That's absolutely crucial. Both are going to bring different attributes to this team. But yeah, I think that's positive as well. But I think all round, you know, we've not been anywhere near at our best, but we've got ourselves to win, and that's absolutely crucial. You know, it's going to have to be results based this season. Performances will be good. We're going to get performances. Look, yeah, Stoke away, Swansea at home. You know, we're good in both games. We only took 3 points. You know, at the end of the day, it's just the way the Championship is. At the end of the day, I think it's whoever takes the chances makes a massive difference in this league, and we have got the quality of players to take chances at this level. But it's a big run of games coming up now. You know, obviously got Derby at home, which, you know, obviously we've not been good at home so far this season. I think it's a big game in the sense that we're at home and we need to get ourselves a win. We need to calm ourselves down at home a little bit. You know, I think that's where we've been tested a little bit this season. We've not been able to grind out results at home. Then after that, I'm trying to figure what it is after that. Charlton away after that. West Brom home, Millwall away. So it's a tough run of games going into this international break. It's going to be very much a make or break run of games for me that shows whether we're at this level. I think if we going forward to play it that we did today, we'll be fine. We've just got to tighten things up a little bit defensively. I think the left side of that defence, could we make a change at left back? I don't know. I was a little bit frustrated with Alioski's save. I thought positionally wasn't great, to be honest. And to be honest, in the first 30 minutes, I thought I could have took him off at half time, to be honest. He really did struggle against Wilkes. He got better in the second half, no question about that. Got better in the second half. Positionally, was more disciplined. But yeah, I think we were tested a little bit defensively, but we kept a clean sheet, let's be honest. So we've got the best defensive record in the league. It's all positive, but still plenty to work on, guys. I'm going to stop rambling. I've started rambling, but I'm going to leave it there, guys. Make sure you check out Conor and Joe's reviews of the game. Both were about the game today, so it might be a little bit later when they are up. But I'll leave it there, guys, anyway. See you later.